Do I, boy? Mother's voice was deceptively gentle, but that didn't fool Norman. Not when she called him boy. 40 years old, and she called him boy. That's how she treated him, too, which made it worse. If only he didn't have to listen. But he did. He knew he had to. He always had to listen. Do I, boy? She repeated, even more softly. I make you sick, eh? Well, I think not. No, boy, I don't make you sick. You make yourself sick. That's the real reason you're still sitting over here on this side road, isn't it, Norman? Because the truth is that you haven't any gumption. Never had any gumption, did you, boy? Never had the gumption to leave home. Never had the gumption to go out and get yourself a job, or join the army, or even find yourself a girl. You wouldn't let me. That's right, Norman. I wouldn't let you. But if you were half a man, you'd have gone your own way. He wanted to shout out at her that she was wrong, but he couldn't, because the things she was saying were the things he had told himself over and over again. It was true. She'd always laid down the law to him, but that didn't mean he always had to obey. Mothers sometimes are overly possessive, but not all children allow themselves to be possessed. It was really his fault as much as hers, because he didn't have any gumption. You could have insisted, you know, she was saying. Suppose you'd gone out and found us a new location, then put the place here up for sale. But no, all you did was whine, and I know why. You never fooled me. It's because you really didn't want to move. You've never wanted to leave this place, and you never will now, ever. You can't leave, can you? Any more than you can grow up. He couldn't look at her. Not when she said things like that, he couldn't. And there was nowhere else for him to look, either. The beaded lamp, the heavy, old, overstuffed furniture, all the familiar objects in the room, suddenly became hateful just because of long familiarity, like the furnishings of a prison cell. He stared out of the window, but that was no good either. He knew there was no escape for him out there, no escape anywhere from the voice that throbbed, the voice that drummed into his ears like that of the Inca corpse in the book, the drum of the dead. He clutched at the book now and tried to focus his eyes on it. Maybe if he ignored her and pretended to be calm, but it didn't work. Look at yourself, she was saying, the drum going boom, 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 and the sound reverberating from the mangled mouth. I know why you didn't bother to switch on that sign. I know why you haven't even gone up to open the office tonight. You didn't really forget. It's just that you don't want anyone to come. You hope they don't come. All right, he muttered. I admit it. I hate running a motel. Always have. It's more than that, boy. You hate people. Because, really, you're afraid of them, aren't you? Rather snuggle up in a chair under the lamp and read. You did it 30 years ago, and you're still doing it now. Hiding away under the covers of a book. There's a lot worse things I could be doing. You always told me that yourself. At least I never went out and got into trouble. Isn't it better to improve my mind? Improve your mind? Ha! I know the sort of thing you read. Trash. And worse than trash. This happens to be a history of the Inca civilization. I just bet it is. And I'll just bet it's crammed full with nasty bits about those dirty savages. Like the one you had about the South Seas. Oh, you didn't think I knew about that one, did you? You can read all the books in the world, and you'll still be the same. I don't need to listen to a lot of vile...